What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today is the coldest day so far here in South Carolina. It only got up to the high of like 37 and it's dropping steadily. I think right now it is 30 degrees and it's going to drop down even more to maybe I think 27 or 25 degrees tonight, which would be the lowest high of a day, and but not the coldest night. We do have another cold night coming up that will be like maybe 23 degrees. So we've been inside, sitting by the fire for most of the day, but I decided to come inside my grow room. And yesterday I showed you guys that I had planted 2 trays of, the trays right here, 2 trays of tomatoes, and that was 64 tomato varieties. And then I still had, I showed you guys, maybe 60 left. I think I have 124 different tomato varieties that I'm going to try and grow this year. Obviously, I've never grown this many tomato varieties before. A lot of them are new to me that I've been collecting with the hopes of growing them just for have like a lot of variety of tomatoes and lots of colorful varieties to make me happy and to look beautiful. Also, obviously, to preserve and eat and all the things. But I thought it would be fun to just come in here and just talk about all the tomato varieties that I'm growing. If you guys are interested, I'm going to go through each tomato variety. I know my pronunciation of some of these are going to be jacked up, so bear with me. But if you want to know what kind of tomato varieties I'm growing, then stay here. I do want to throw a disclaimer that obviously this is overboard. Nobody needs to grow over 100 different tomato varieties. I don't even need to grow over 100 different tomato varieties, but this is for me and for my excitement and my enjoyment, and I'm gonna do it. So the first one that I am growing, or that I planted already, is this Brandywine black tomato. The next one is Black from Tula, Blue Beauty, this Tiffin Mennonite, Pork Chop, Amana, Jubilee, Floridad. I did plant extra of these because it was bred in 1976 in Florida, and it says it was for, you know, highly heat tolerant and humidity, and that it said it could still produce up until temperatures like above 95 because it was bred in Florida. And here in South Carolina, it is very humid and it gets really hot. So I did plant extra of these, but all the rest of them I only planted maybe like 4, and with the plan of maybe only planting 2 of each. Golden King of Siberia. Is this Dr. Witchy's or Dr. Weish tomato? This Green Zebra tomato, Black Seaman, Old German, Great White, Purple Bumblebee, New Yorker, just because I'm from New York. I know this is, you know, it was bred for northern, northeastern, and I'm southeastern, but I grew up in New York, so I saw it on MI Gardener's website and was like, I have to try it. It might not do well at all because I'm total different climate than New York, but we'll see. Chocolate Stripes, Kellogg's Breakfast, Tropical Sunset. I had these last year and they were really yummy. Paul Robeson, Black Beauty, Berkeley Tie-Dye Pink, Barry's Crazy Cherry, Black Icicle Tomato. I planted a lot of these seeds last year, but if you heard the story in my other video, I knocked down a lot of the plant tags, and so my tomatoes was basically mystery tomatoes, and so I gave a lot away, and I basically gave them away as mystery tomato plants and pepper plants because it happened to 2 trays. So this year I'm determined to not let that happen, and so instead I used masking tape to tape the sides of my trays, if you see right there, I do still have plant tags, and when I pot them, I will go to individual tags. But right now in these little trays, I'm keeping the masking tape. Purple Russian, Cherokee Purple, Orange Peach, Tomato Pull, Sunray, Sweetie, which this one said, I feel like, yeah, this says sweetest candy, perfect summer snack. I feel like they said this was the sweetest cherry little tomato, but we'll see. Hartman's Yellow Gooseberry. This one was really yummy as well. Triple Crop. Watermelon Beefsteak. That just sounds nice, and look how big that is. It says it weighing in 1 or 2 pounds. So we'll see if I get one that big. Arkansas Traveler, the same reason I planted this, because it says for high heat, humidity, drought, crack resistant, and all the things. And so I've heard that Arkansas has similar weather, humidity, and heat to South Carolina. Brad's Atomic Grape, Garden Peach, Moon Glow, Tiger Cherry Roma, Spoon. How cute is that? There's a bunch, like 10 on a little spoon, and so really excited to see those. Tomato. I think my daughter is going to be, my 3-year-old, well, she'll be 4, is going to be so excited for these spoon tomatoes. Opoka for sauces. Same thing with that Roma. Sunrise Bumblebee. Sweetheart Cherry. Black Cherry. Large Red Cherry. Pink Oxheart. Brandywine Pink. Golden Ponderosa. Napa Chardonnay. Rose Tomato. That just sounds really pretty. This Martha Washington F1 variety. White Cherry Tomato. Ukrainian Purple. Rosella. This was a really, when I grew this last year, this was a really dark, pretty, dark red color. Black Prince. Moneymaker. Marglobe. Blue Cream Berries. Mr. Stripey. Then I have some here that I have no idea how to say this, but I planted it. This kind of peach tomato. Have you ever had a fuzzy tomato? Very interested. It has slightly fuzz with yellow skin. This is some type of canning tomato as well, paste tomato. And then this one. And that was all the ones that I already planted yesterday. So that was 64 varieties. Actually, I'm missing one because I ran out of seeds for that one. I planted, it was the last 5 seeds, and then I threw the packet away, and I don't remember what was the name for that one. The rest are determinants and cherries. And I also have 5 that I didn't plant yesterday, but are not necessarily cherries. Okay, next round of tomatoes, if you're still with me. We have German Johnson, Evergreen Tomato, this mushroom basket. I just thought that looked really cool. It says that it is sweet, mild flavor, and not very seedy, and it just looks super cool, so I thought that was awesome. Aunt Ruby's German green tomato, this yellow stuffer. I don't plan on stuffing a tomato. I've never had a stuffed tomato, but I mean, it just looked really cool and I wanted to try it. Of course, not every year I will be planting all of these varieties of tomato, but this is my first year on my new homestead and I'm super excited, and so I'm just going all out with it. And you guys get to follow me and see how these do. We have a gobstopper. Then we have a green grape. Then these are semi-determinate, and so I have them banded together. We have a pear and sprayless tomato, a Rio Grande. Oh, actually, I had 2 of the sprayless tomatoes. So actually, those is just 2, not 3. Okay, so now I have black creme, gold medal, vintage wine. If you can see, that has like really pretty stripes. I think this is Costoludo Genevieve. Oh, another mushroom basket. I already showed you guys this. So black Prince tomato, big rainbow. It's really good that I'm going through this because I went through these already 2 times to make sure I didn't have any doubles, and I'm going through it a 3rd time, and as you can see, I do have another double. So, and what I do is just mix this 2 packs of seed together. Boxcar lily, Japanese black, I don't know, blueberries, Powers, orange icicle. I have this clementine, which is a F1 hybrid from Johnny's. I have this yellow pear. Every time I planted this yellow pear, it's always cracked for me, but I really like the flavor. And so I'm gonna plant it one more time, but if it cracks again this year, then maybe I'll just give up on that one. I have a hybrid cherry tomato called Jasper. It's a F1 hybrid here. Blush artisan tomato. I have a red pearl grape. Matt's wild cherry tomato. Black cherry tomato. Gardener's Delight. Gold Rush Currant, which is really tiny, like those spoon ones. Isis Candy Cherry. Velvet Red. Sweet Pea Currant. Chadwick Cherry. That just looks so tiny and cute and bright red. Champagne Bubbles. Tigerella. Tess Land Race Currant, or Tess's Land Race Currant. Some of these, like this one I'm going to show you, only grows like 2 feet high. Yeah, 24 to 30 inches, so 2 to 2.5 feet high, and I grew this last year. German Kiss tomato in a container. So if you're looking for container varieties, they definitely have them out there. This Ace 55 bush. I looked up how to say this and I don't remember. It's, oh, Ferdo Kofi. I actually wrote the pronunciation on the back. This is I feel like it's, yeah, from New Zealand heirloom, and it's a dwarf, and it's only 2 to 3 feet. I have another Ace 55. So we have Tiny Tim, Red Robin, and that one only grows up to, I think it was 2 feet. This Egg Tomato. Yellow Canary Tomato. I feel like this one was 2 feet as well. Homestead Tomato. I feel like this was 4 feet. Gold Nugget. 42-day tomato. How wild is that? They're saying that you should get tomatoes within 42 days, and it would be 1 ounce of bright red tomatoes. This Grand Marshal. I feel like I got this one because it was supposed to be bred for high humidity places. It is a hybrid, and I feel like that's why I got this one. Rutgers tomato. Again, a throwback to remind me of New York. Crimson Sprinter. Subarctic Plenty. Early Cascade. Manitoba. Cream Sausage. This Rosy Finch, I feel like it was only like a 1.5 foot or 12 inches, super tiny. Cream sausage tomato. Aroma tomato. I'm not sure how to say this one. Yellow canary tomato. Again, I feel like this one was either 12 inches or 24. This orange hat was super tiny, 6 to 9 inches. Super excited about growing this one in a container. Celebration. This Florida 91, I got this one because, again, it's at Florida and for high heat and humidity. And then this Invincible tomato. So that is all my tomato varieties if you are still here. So like I said, the first 64 are already planted. I will wait. I'm going to plant in 3 successions. And so that was 10 weeks from my last frost day yesterday, or roughly about around 10 weeks. And then I will plant the rest of these at maybe 9 weeks. And then I'll plant my determinates at 8 weeks. Or vice versa. All I know is that I'm definitely going to be separating them so I don't have all tomatoes being ready at the same time, and that they'll have successions. For this growing season, I promised you guys that I would tell you guys what tomato varieties I was growing. I'll definitely bring you along with me on my next planting day of planting tomatoes. This day is super cold. I have my space heater in here to keep it warm in here, but it's still only about 60 degrees inside of this room right here. It isn't insulated, and so the space heater is basically what keeping it warm. We took off our central air and or central heat and just had the fireplace going, and so it is staying a little cooler in here, which is fine for right now. I do have some heat mats, but I haven't plugged them in. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys are getting ready for growing in springtime and getting all excited and all the jitteries that comes with the days getting longer and just all the things. But I will definitely see you guys next time.